Our Father in heaven.
Yes.
What? Who's there? Who said that?
It's me, God.
God? Why are you talking to me?
You called me, remember?
Well, yes, but I didn't really expect you to answer.
Why not? I answer your prayers all the time.
Well, yeah, but not like this, not like in an audible voice or something.
Do I not reserve the option to have a conversation with one of my children? Do I always need to conform to your expectations?
Well, no, I mean, yes. I mean, you're God. You can do whatever it is that you want.
I'm glad you are starting to see things my way. Continue.
Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name.
Do you really believe that?
Believe what?
Hallowed be your name. Do you even understand what that means?
Well, I mean, I guess it means that, you're like holy.
That's right. See, you know more than you let on. When you pray, hallowed be your name, you are asking that I be recognized and worshiped for who I am. You are asking that people acknowledge my holiness, my glory, my sovereignty, my majesty, my power, my mercy, my grace, and my love. You are asking that people respond to my goodness, providence, and love with honor, reverence, respect, gratitude, and righteous fear. It means that I am holy, set apart. There is no other like me, that I am the true and eternal God, and I am worthy of your love and allegiance.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
So, what are you doing about it?
About what?
Making my name hallowed in your life and in your circle of influence.
Well, Lord, I was just praying. I didn't mean anything by it.
You bear some responsibility when you pray. Your prayers are the desires of your heart, are they not?
Well, I don't know. This is what you told us to pray.
No, this is how I told you to pray. Did I not tell you in the same teaching not to babble on like pagans and repeat mindless words? There's a big difference between what and how. I gave you these words to express the heart and direction of your prayers. You are part of my kingdom, and this is how you talk to me, the king.
Okay, I think I get it. So when I pray, hallowed be your name, it means that I want your name, or that I want you to be loved and revered and worshiped.
That's right. So, what are you doing about that?
Me? That's why I'm praying to you.
Don't worry about me. I will do my part. As for you, you cannot pray for things you don't really desire. That would be insincere and hypocritical.
No, I do. I want that. I want your kingdom.
So, what are you doing about it? It seems to me that I am not always hallowed in your life.
Well, I don't understand what that means.
For starters, you don't always seek me first. I am very pleased that you are praying today. However, when is that last time you just sat down and talked with me? When's the last time you really dug into my word because you truly desired to know what I thought about things.
Well, I admit that I'm not always as faithful as I should be, but I'm a lot more committed than most Christians.
I am not talking about anyone else. I am talking about you. And yes, it does please me when you seek me. But making my name hallowed in your life is more than that. Do you always honor me with your love for your wife or your children? Do you honor me with your first fruits? Do you honor me with your thought life? Do you love your neighbor? Are you honorable and fair with your employees? Are you upright and honest in your dealings? Are you humble, grateful, patient, and kind? Do you speak up for me? Do you give me credit for my blessings in your life? Do people see me when they look at you?
Lord, I want to do all those things, but it's hard. I don't know that I can live up to everything that you're saying.
I know. That's why you pray, so I can help you. Please continue.
Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
I am so glad you are looking forward to my kingdom.
I am, Lord. I really am. It's so hard down here with all of the stress and the noise and the people. I mean, not all people, but, you know, the jerks and the sin and heaven. I mean, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to get there.
I am so glad to hear it. I look forward to that day as well. Yet, don't you know that you can experience the kingdom now? That is what you're praying for, is it not?
Okay, I see where you're going with this, but I mean, I don't know how you can expect me, a mere human, just a regular person, to, you know, bring in your kingdom. And that's the most ridiculous thought I've ever heard.
As my child, you are part of the kingdom, and the kingdom is within you.
Well, what does that mean, really? And what does that have to do with my prayer? The kingdom is within me.
The kingdom is where I am king. The kingdom is my rule and reign. My kingdom is where my love, grace, mercy, peace, and hope take hold on this earth and in the hearts of those willing to embrace my rule. It starts with you accepting my rule in your life. Do you accept my rule?
Well, I guess. I go to church almost every week.
I didn't ask if you went to church. I asked if I have control of your life. Am I your king? Are you willing to seek my kingdom?
Lord, I'm just not really sure exactly what that means.
It means you give me your life to do with as I please. If I ask you to go to India as a missionary, then you do it. If I ask you to give all your money to the poor, then you do it. If I ask you to volunteer on Saturdays, teach a children's class, or give up your beloved Brave season tickets, then you do it.
Lord, you want me to do all those things?
No, actually not, but I could. And if I did, I would expect you to do it gladly, because you love me and my kingdom more than you love the world and the things of the world.
So you're not really asking me to do these things. Whew. I am relieved. I mean, I'm relieved that I didn't miss your will.
That's not exactly true. You miss it every day. And every time you pass on an opportunity to express my kingdom.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Haven't you been listening? You have opportunities every day to bring my love, grace, mercy, healing, forgiveness, power, patience, or kindness to those around you. When Daryl came to you and needed to have last weekend off because his son had a big game, you said no. He is really struggling in his relationship with his son right now, yet you didn't listen. Although you really didn't need the report until Wednesday. You just like having everything finished ahead of time because it makes you look good with upper management.
But Daryl knows how we operate. You know, I made it abundantly clear to him when we hired him, and he knows the rules. He knows how things work around here.
Yes, he does. And that's why he has never asked you for anything like this before. When he did come this one time, you should have known it was important. Now, Daryl's relationship with his son is further damaged. While he doesn't necessarily blame you, you could have helped him by showing grace. Grace, I know, would have helped him see me in you. That was a big opportunity missed.
But Lord, I mean, that was just like this, this one time, right? I mean, come on. I'm not a heartless jerk. I generally treat people very well.
Last Sunday after church, you and your wife went to visit Susan, who had just lost her brother. She was pretty upset and asked some pretty big questions about life. While I am glad you went to see her, you could have told her about me. Her heart was ready to listen. It will be some time before she is ready to listen again. Do I need to go on?
No, but what does any of this have to do with my prayer?
You are praying for my kingdom to come on earth as it is in heaven. If that is what you really want, and I hope you do, then I want to use you to make that happen. Your prayer gives me permission to do that. I have amazing plans for your life. If you would only trust me enough to allow me to use you, continue with your prayer.
Give us this day our daily bread.
You need to cut out the bread. You're getting a little chunky around the midsection.
Come on, Lord. I mean, did you really have to go there?
I do have a sense of humor, you know. Don't you just love how I gave your first child a personality just like yours? We get the biggest kick up here watching you deal with that.
Come on, God. I'm serious.
I am too, and I love this part. I love working in your life and blessing you as my child. I love it when you recognize that I am the giver of all good gifts. I love it when you depend on me instead of on yourself. I love it when you let go of your self-reliance. I love it when you recognize your need. I love it when you come with grateful hearts. I love it when I can open the floodgates of heaven and bless you with every spiritual blessing in the heavenly realms.
So, if you love it so much, can I just ask for anything I want?
That's not how it works, and you know that. How you pray is important. Sometimes you ask in ignorance and do not know of what you ask. Sometimes you ask in arrogance, seeking to make me your servant. Sometimes you ask feeling entitled to my help. Sometimes you ask for selfish reasons. Sometimes you ask with no faith. Sometimes my ways are simply higher than yours.
Okay, Lord, so I think I understand. You are the giver of all good gifts. And so, Lord, I understand that. And I humbly do ask that you meet my needs and that you bless me and my family.
Done. Continue.
And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
You're half right.
Okay. I know where you're going with this. I will patch things up with Jason.
And William. And the Johnsons. And Stu down at the gym. And that guy at the butcher shop. And your Aunt Clara.
Lord, half those things aren't even my fault.
I didn't ask if they were your fault. I asked you to forgive them, just as I forgave you.
So does this mean that if I don't forgive them, that you won't forgive me?
It means that your desire for forgiveness is insincere. You want it only for yourself, but are not willing to give it to anyone else. I'm saying that it is hard to be a true child of God while you harbor bitterness and resentment in your heart.
Lord, I'll do my best, but it's not easy. And Lord, I want forgiveness. You know that I do. And I understand that I'm a sinful person and that my sin is offensive to you and it separates me from you. And Lord, I just can't stand the thought of that. So please, Lord, forgive me.
That is done through the blood of Christ. You are forgiven, clean and pure in my sight. Continue.
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one.
Good. I will do that. Just don't place yourself in a situation where you will be tempted.
Lord, I don't understand.
Sure you do. You do it all the time. You get caught in a bad situation. You get into trouble, and then you come running to me. Lord, help me out of this mess, and I promise never to do it again. You remember some of those bargains you tried to make with me, don't you?
Yeah. And I really am ashamed, Lord. I am. I'm sorry.
Which bargain are you ashamed of?
All of them. I'm sorry.
You cannot intentionally place yourself in compromising situations while praying, deliver me from evil.
Okay, Lord, so I think I'm starting to get this, that praying this prayer, part of praying this prayer is guarding my heart from evil.
I think you are really starting to get it now.
I hope so, Lord, because I really do want these things. God, I want you in my life. I want to know you. I want your kingdom. Lord, I want you.
I know you do. That's why I came to speak to you and help you understand how much you want them.
Lord, this prayer and these things that I've been praying, I really want them. I sincerely do, but I just feel so inadequate to bring any of this stuff about.
That's why you pray. So I will do my part, and I will. Not because you prayed some magic words, not because your heart is open in seeking me in my kingdom. I love you. You are my child. You bring me such joy when you embrace my kingdom and experience the blessings I have to offer. I want to let you know that the Lord's Prayer is not just something to be prayed. It is something to be lived. It is a key of sorts to living in the kingdom and talking with the King. I hope you better understand that now. Go in peace.
Amen.